Hi, I'm Kelly.
Hi, I'm Hendrike.
Hi, I'm Julia.
Hi, I'm Nienke, and welcome to Girls on the Grid, the podcast.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Girls on the Grid, the podcast. Today, we've got a special guest because we have Keira with us today. Welcome, Keira.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
So, would you mind introducing yourself?
Yeah, so my name is Keira Megan. I go by Keira Megan F1. I am a motorsport content creator on YouTube. I am on platforms like TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, places like that. But yeah, I'm kind of a Formula One content creator, motorsport content creator, doing bits and bobs everywhere, really.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Sounds like a busy life.
Yeah, too much.
So, how did you get into Formula One?
I think I can never give you a nice story. You know, most people are like, oh, I've got this lovely story about it. I don't really have that. I believe I started watching maybe like 2013 time. I think my dad probably had it on in the background and I kind of picked up on it. And I remember seeing the name ham and butt. And I was like, you just see like the abbreviation. I was like, I don't know who they are, but I like them. And I think I must have kind of watched it more, got into it more, but actually at the time I was a swimmer, so a lot of my weekends and my nights kind of got taken up by swimming, so it wasn't something that I could, really sit there and watch. But I remember kind of coming into like 2016 maybe. I remember being at these swimming competitions and watching like qualifying or something on my phone, but I can't quite remember if that makes sense, but I do remember odd bits of me doing that. So I think I probably really got into it like 2015, 16, kind of like that time. And then I somewhere it clicked and I was obsessed. And I think it happens for a lot of people. You click and then all of a sudden you're like, oh wow, there's a lot of race in here. So yeah, kind of like that really. I think I just saw it on my TV. I guess I'd give props to my dad because he was the one watching it, and I slowly got into it from there.
Amazing. That's a pretty different story than people usually have. Yeah.
Yeah,
true.
Something different. So do you have any favorite drivers or drivers from the past?
Do you know, I've always been a Lewis Hamilton fan. I think going, from what I first saw on the screens, it was Ham. So that's kind of the guy I stuck with. I can't speak too much within the past because I didn't watch it and I don't know their characters. And obviously there's names that you think of, like you think of Ayrton Senna, you think of Michael Schumacher, like the big names, but I don't know them. So I don't know whether when they were racing, I would have hated them, so I just don't know. But Lewis is kind of the main person I've supported throughout, myself watching Formula One. And more recently, I mean, I'm quite a neutral in Formula One. I wouldn't say there's any drivers that I specifically hate, and I would probably rather go to a Grand Prix in a neutral top, just because that's just how much in the past couple of years I've really turned into a neutral. And I feel like especially when Lewis kind of steps away from the sport, I feel like even more so I kind of will be that neutral. But I guess you could say like the group of my favourites, I like George Russell a lot, Pierre Gasly a lot, as you probably know. I like Lando Norris. So I kind of like the new generation type people, but I like Daniel Ricciardo, Sebastian Vettel. I like them all really. So I just love everyone basically. I'm so indecisive. Ask me anything about any series and I'll just say I love them all. It's really bad.
So you don't really have a favourite driver, but do you have a favourite team?
At the moment, see, with the thing with the teams, I think a lot of people, they're like, oh, this is my favorite team. But then as soon as their driver moves, they're like, I don't really like this team anymore. But I think just looking at how the teams operate, I think I used to hate Mercedes actually, especially when it's like the Nico Lewis era. I really didn't like the way they worked. But now I feel like Mercedes, they've got all the right attributes for a team and they are pushing diversity and equality, and I love that from a team. And also we're getting a similar vibe from McLaren as well. So they're kind of the two teams that I feel kind of more close to. And recently I've just loved AlphaTauri, and Franz Tost has been my fave for quite a while. I just feel like you get a good aura around those teams. So I'd probably say AlphaTauri, Mercedes and McLaren are my main three teams.
And do you have a favourite circuit? It can be on the calendar or an old circuit.
I love Silverstone. I've been to Silverstone twice. It's home soil for me, and it's just an amazing track. I think not only is it home soil, it's got all the different attributes of every perfect corner. I love Baku as well. I was hoping to go to Baku this year, but obviously we can't now. So Baku is also one that I'm really fond of. I just think it has good vibes, and I know it sounds so weird, but I just feel like the energy around Baku, it's like it just looks vibrant and like it looks good. but yeah, the kind of them two are my main ones. I probably answer this question with is them two, the ones that stick out for me, like when we're going racing, but also Bahrain recently. Maybe it's because I've been there for so many times in the last 6 months.
Yeah.
But I think Bahrain really gets me. I'm like, do you know what? I really like the circuit. It's got a bit of everything. So yeah, probably them.
All right, getting into your YouTube, what made you actually start your YouTube channel?
So I had a YouTube channel before I went into motorsport, and it was kind of like a basic generic YouTube channel, you know, doing beauty, lifestyle, things like that. And I'd done that, I think, for about a year, and then it started to tail off, and I was like, I hate doing this, and it was becoming more of a chore than like something I was really excited to do. You know, it was kind of like, oh my gosh, I've got to upload again. I haven't uploaded for like 2 weeks. I was like, I really just hated doing it, and I didn't know what to do, and I wasn't really getting where I wanted to get. And I thought, you know what, this isn't what I want to do. And at the same time, my love for motorsport was growing, so I was like, maybe I could just start this into a motorsport channel. And I didn't know anybody. You know, I was actually speaking to Tomo about this the other week. I said, I didn't even know you at the start when I started. I think I started January 2020. I was like, I didn't know who you were. I didn't even know Josh Revel. I think the only people I really knew was WTF1. And I kind of looked at them and thought, maybe I could do something like that. Didn't really have a plan. So I started in January, February 2020 with the YouTube channel. I think I kicked off with some 2020 predictions. And then I kind of built up from there. I did start to do reporting for a little bit. Then I thought, I can't keep doing this. This is just, I can't keep being at my phone every time there's some news, because there was news like every 5 minutes. So I think I then kind of found my rhythm and was like, I think I definitely want to be doing content. A great community really came together probably last May time, I think. And I think we all boosted each other and helped each other. And I think then more people realized that there's all these, you know, motorsport YouTubers around. And then from there, I think everything just grew and everyone, I think, found their place.
That's lovely, to be honest. What has been the response you get as a female in the motorsport community? Because for us, it's difficult sometimes.
Yeah, I've actually answered this question a lot recently because I feel like it's been coming up a lot. I think a lot of people have been doing uni assignments on it, and it's kind of just been a topic regardless in the last couple of months. For me personally, I haven't had as much, say, hate or, you know, derogative terms as a lot of females have, and I know that a lot of females have had it so much worse than I have. Personally, day to day, I'm quite lucky with the fact that I don't get too much hate and online comments, but obviously you do get the comments. You know, I get especially actually I find on TikTok a lot more. I feel like TikTok is probably the place I've mostly got comments. Not really too much on my YouTube channel. I think it's more Twitter and TikTok, and there is more that could be done for them to, you know, help people, but that's another story. But it's difficult because I think I said this before, it's the people at the top that really need to do something for things to change, whether that's the top of Twitter with regarding, you know, you should be able to delete comments under your tweet, because I get some horrible stuff and I'm like, I'd rather just delete this. I can't delete this now. And people at the top within Formula One could do a little bit more to help the, you know, the basic fan or the content creator coming up. But overall, I think with me, I don't get too much hate, but I have had comments. You know, you do get the comments, get back to the kitchen, do this, do that. But day to day, I've got quite a nice, you know, group of viewers that really appreciate my content and appreciate what I do, and that's kind of the people that I focus on more. And then I think that's probably what gets me through more, is I'm focusing on the positives, not the negatives.
Yeah, because I do think, like you said, like TikTok is one of the most one of the worst places for female motorsport fans.
Yeah.
I feel like there we get the nasty comments as well, while on Instagram all the response has been like very positive.
Yeah, completely. I don't know why it's like that, but you know, when I post a TikTok and maybe not go viral, but it reaches more people, you just get all these stupid comments, and it's just like, where's it necessary to say that? And most of the time they're just that person that's probably got the egg thing as their profile picture, or they've got a football, or they, you know, hiding behind a screen at the end of the day. And it's annoying. It is annoying, but I'm glad that I'm not the only person that sees it on TikTok, because it's not nice. And again, TikTok need to do more to, you know, protect their users and their creators, but they don't. But again, that's a higher up thing that we can't fix.
Yeah, like you said before, like you're in a community as well. You work with 2 other YouTube channels. How did you get into the Veloce group?
So it was July last year. Veloce followed me in like all social medias, and I was like, oh, surprise, nice, whatever. Thank you very much. And then I got a message on Twitter. It was like, hi Keira, what's your email address? We want to send you something. I was like, okay. So I sent them my email address, and then I got a message through, and it was like, hi Keira, we've been watching your stuff for a couple of months now. Bearing in mind, my stuff back then wasn't the best. I mean, when I look back at it now, I think, oh, I'll do it. Because I kind of only really started, I probably only had like 10, 15 videos, maybe not even that. It was pretty much the start of the season, I think. And they were like, yeah, we love your stuff. We would love to have you on as a content creator. You know, we're trying to move and do more content with the real racing world, because obviously they are Veloce esports, but they want to do more with real racing. They were like, you know, we love that that's what your channel brings, and we love that you're a female. So we would love to have you on. So, you know, various phone calls, meetings back and forth, and I signed the contract. And here I am, however many months later, still doing stuff with Veloce, and that's kind of how it started, really. I mean, I haven't been able to see them as much because, you know, the current situation. I went into the old office in October, but other than that, things have been virtual until now, which obviously we've got more, you know, things available like COVID tests, and we're able to go in the office now. So every Grand Prix weekend I will be in the office doing videos with them, so that's good that I can now get more of that interaction with them. But it's fine. It's even fine over here because we've got so much technology now. But yeah, that's how I started with Veloce. It was kind of like we found you, would you like to join? I was like, yeah, and then it went from there.
That's really nice. You're also in the F series. How did that come together? Because it's also like girls coming together.
Exactly. So we came together when so we had a WhatsApp group that got made, which was the one that was like May time, and we kind of made a separate girls chat, which was just, you know, you always like to, you know, think, oh, we'll have a girly chat, because we picked up on each other in this main chat. And obviously there was probably like, I don't know, 30 people in this chat at this point, so we were like, let's pick the girls out. So we had this girls chat, and we had the first 5 of us, which were in the girls chat. And then I don't really know how I think then more girls got added, but then I think we found the click. So we kind of made our own separate WhatsApp group, whatever. And then we just chatting like friends. We got on, honestly, instantly, we all got on so well. And we were like, one day we were like, should we just do a Zoom call about Fernando Alonso? Because I think it was at the time he was then coming back to Renault. And we were like, should we just do a video and whack it on Keira's channel? We had no like graphics or anything. I think I added like cars above the Zoom call because I didn't know what to do with it. And we just shoved it on our channel, and then we thought, oh, this is a good idea, like we should keep doing this. And we were thinking of names that we could do, so we came up with F series. I guess it's female series. We never actually said what that was, but I presume it's a female series. And then Steph came in a little bit later, so she was a content creator we picked up a little bit later, but it was pretty much F series and Steph in all other group chats, and we were like, why is Steph not a part of this? So in like, I think it was October time, we picked up Steph. She's been absolutely amazing since. And then we made a Twitter account, we kind of gained more of a following, and then we thought, right, from January there's no point us keeping, you know, swapping between each other's channels, because that's what we've done originally. We put a video on mine, then a video on Dorney's, blah blah blah. I thought, let's just make a channel. So in January we set up our channel, and from there on we've had the F Series Fridays, and we've just been going since then. Content's been growing so much. It is so much work. I'm doing stuff all the time. All of us are picking stuff up and doing things. It's so much more to it than what you think. Obviously Twitter content and stuff like that, it's all, I'm sure you girls know, is you've got to get so much out, as well as your own stuff as well. So it's like, oh my gosh, but it's been amazing. I love doing it. I love the female representation, and we've had so many people from even higher up that you wouldn't even expect to be watching your videos. Like, I love what you girls are doing. I love there's a girl group here, and seeing so many more girl groups, again, like yourselves, and there's been a couple of others that have came up recently. I love seeing it, and I want to help you guys grow as much as possible, because we need this female representation, especially within digital content. So I love it, and I think it's amazing. But yeah, that's kind of the story of F Series. We kind of thought, let's do a video, and then it started from there.
Yeah, that's really nice, because like you said, all friends coming together as well. We didn't know each other before we met, and like we met online, and 3 days after we recorded our first podcast, and now here we are a month later doing this, and like you said, we clicked instantly.
True.
I can tell. No, I think it's good, because I think there's just an extra level of connection with most sport fans, because I think they understand your schedule. When I speak to my hometown friends, they don't understand that I'm not free at the weekend. I'm not free Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I can't see you. They obviously, a lot of my friends, they will respect it, but they don't understand. But like with the girls, it's pretty much F-Series, and then Cassidy from CCF1, if you know her. We talk all the time, like all the time, non-stop. And that's like when we're not even talking about motorsport 99% of the time. We are just simply friends. And I think that's, the best bit about it is that we're friends and then we come together and film as well. And I think you can tell when somebody's friends compared to when somebody is just filming with somebody, because you just get that different vibe, and you can, have banter with them, and you can bounce off them, and you can insult them and stuff like that. So I think you can really tell. But yeah, I mean, the only people out of their series that I've actually met is myself and Steph, but I will be meeting, it will be me that's actually meeting all the girls in the next couple of weeks, because I'm the one that's doing backseat driver, and then they're all joining me one by one over the next couple of weeks. So I'm just meeting everyone. No one's meeting each other. It's just me. But hopefully when restrictions lift, we can all kind of come together and do something.
What sort of F1 content do you like the most, and why?
I've always been someone that doesn't like heavy content. I feel like I don't know too much about, the ins and outs of an actual Formula One car. I've never been that side of things. And there's a lot of people that do that content, which is great. And it does really well on YouTube, but I just don't know enough about it. So I prefer to do lighthearted stuff, I like to do tier lists. I like to do feeder series a lot. I think that's one of the main things I really like to do on my channel, and it's pushed so many people to actually follow Formula 2, Formula 3 when they hadn't before. And that for me gets, I get so much more out of my channel than just doing a video on Formula 1 that everybody else does. So I really make sure I incorporate Formula E, Formula 2, Formula 3 into my channel. And I kind of just do predictions videos. I do a lot of, if this person should be in Formula 1, especially because I follow the feeder series quite closely. There's a lot of people that didn't quite make it that maybe should have done, so I can highlight that, and I can use the points from my brain that I feel and all the emotions I feel from it, and I can put that into a video. So I kind of just do videos like that, really. I don't do anything, as I said, too heavy. Nothing that would really just rack my brain, because I'm just not that type of person. I just want to sit, talk about my feelings, talk about this and that. I enjoyed doing race reviews last year. I'm actually not doing them this year because of other commitments that I've got, but I love doing race reviews as well, just having a little chat about what you've just watched. People really enjoy them. So yeah, that's kind of the content I do, fun little stuff. I think I done a video on drivers' haircuts last year as well, because I just thought, let's just put them in a tier list. So I like videos like that someone can look at and think, this is mixing mainstream YouTube with motorsport. And I think that's one of the big things I want to get out of it, is you can watch a YouTube video that the Sidemen would do, but also you could make this Formula 1, and that's one of my probably biggest aims, is what I want to achieve.
Sounds good. Sounds like really good, because we can see that you actually enjoy what you're doing, that you're really committed to it. When I was watching your videos, I could really see that this is something you really like to do, and not just do it because you have to do it.
Yeah, and I think it's no disrespect to anybody that does this, but personally for me, like, I don't script a video, and I think a lot of people will, read word by word off a script. And actually, that Beth does this, so sorry, Beth. But hers aren't as bad. But there's certain people that will just completely script a video so much that I don't feel like it comes from their heart and from, their own feelings. And, I have bullet points for a video because I need to remember what I want to speak about. If it's, I need to make sure, but I will kind of read it and think, I know this. Or some videos I simply will just film because I know what I want to say, and I feel like then you just come across a little bit more genuine, and I think people will kind of engage with you a little bit more because they'll feel that personable trait from you. So I think that's one thing as well I really like to make sure I get across, is like, this is my feelings and this is what I'm talking about, and I'm not just reading off Wikipedia or I'm doing this or whatever. I really want to make this my own.
Yeah. Also, we got a question sent in from someone. I'm wondering if you can guess who it's from. The question we got was, why she's so stinky?
That's Beth. She can't stop using the word stinky. All she does is call people stinky. She's so annoying. I don't even listen to her. She calls everyone stinky. She thinks she's so funny. She's not.
So I've got something a bit different for us to do today. First on the podcast, I have prepared a quiz for you all, and for anybody watching or listening, feel free to play along as well. God. Pen and paper, guys.
If I don't break my mic again, then yes.
Oh God.
So it's basically a 2020 F1 quiz. So there's
Why are you doing this?
We've all panicked.
So there's 5 questions. I can't tell you like how many marks it's out of because that would give away like how many answers there are. So are we all ready?
No.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
just
no.
no.
So first question is, how many points did Alex Albon score in 2020?
Not enough.
Yeah, no.
No. I have no clue.
Also, I got like the worst memory ever.
Yes, my memory is so bad.
Oh.
I was sitting there yesterday trying to think, I didn't watch Imola last year, did I? And I was really confused because I just couldn't remember it.
I'm hoping you all like underestimate him, and then I can say like Alex did better than you thought he should.
But now I'm scared. I like. Okay, wait. Let me think for a second.
Let me add up all the,
Where did he end up?
What? In the drivers?
Yeah.
I think it would be about. I think 7th.
Yeah, something like that. Not sure. Maybe
This is not helping me.
I'm guessing.
I overestimated.
I think 6th, 7th, or 8th. I think.
I honestly have no clue. Like,
I didn't say it was an easy
how many
quiz.
points Lando and George scored, though.
Maybe add them together.
Yeah, well, I know Lando scored like around 96 points or something like
97.
that. 97, yeah. But like, I have no clue what Alex did.
Wow, I've gone way too low then.
Yeah, well,
That's why I asked where he ended up, because like I know where Lando ended up and then how many points Lando scored. So
Yeah,
Oh,
so
God,
it was. He finished higher than Lando,
Wait,
so it's higher than 97. I'll give you a clue.
oh,
God.
well, then I really...
I've really underestimated him.
Oh,
Okay, wait,
Alex,
give me another
see
minute.
this, we're sorry.
Oh, we have so many drivers we should apologize to if they ever see this.
Yeah, this
honestly.
Russian hates this.
Oh my God. Okay.
Okay,
God.
well, I think I still you really couldn't have picked a worse question.
Yeah.
Okay, no, you could have probably, but
She could have though. Okay, I think I got it.
yeah.
right. Okay. So the second question is, how many races did Lewis Hamilton not win in 2020? So a point for like the number of races and a point for each one you can name.
Well, I know one because
Oh,
wasn't racing in the
straight.
I'm like,
Okay,
did I
wait.
watch last season?
It seems like so long ago. Like thinking about Alex being there just seems like so long ago now.
Okay, I have one, and there's
Wait,
another
wait.
one, but I
I've
don't
got-
know.
Well, I'm not gonna tell you, but I
Honestly,
know.
I can only name one because my brain just
What?
goes blank.
I got 2. I got
I
one
got
more.
3. I got 3 I can name. So
I can't name them. Like,
Do you know what? It's easier if you think about who else won.
exactly,
yeah,
that's
but, like-
what I'm doing.
I can't remember where it was. Like, I know who won, but I don't remember what track it was. Oh, this is gonna make me so bad. Honestly, I
didn't realize this was going to provide so much entertainment, to be honest.
Honestly,
I'm thinking.
I only know one by name. Like, and
I feel like I'm just gonna write down the number and see
I
how
don't
it
even know
goes.
where we went. I can't remember any of the races.
No, exactly. Like, I think I know how many, and I'm not even sure about how many.
No.
Okay.
I think.
So anyone watching or listening, if you can comment your answers in YouTube and see if you beat us.
I know.
probably
Everybody
did.
will beat us.
Wait, did he win? No, wait.
He won like
Oh, wait, yeah, no, I've got another one. Yeah.
shit.
How could I
I'm probably
forget that
forgetting
one?
a race. I just rewatched the whole season like in January or something.
You
Shit.
really should have an advantage then. That you can't remember.
I think
Well,
I've got
I've got-
3 named, and I think I've got the number, but I'm not sure.
Well, I've got a couple of races named that he definitely didn't win, but
See, I can't remember what races other people won at all.
Yeah.
I know 3, but I'm not sure if they're correct.
Where else did we go?
Yeah, like
yeah, that's I'm like playing the calendar.
I'm not even gonna try again. Like this is my final answer, locked in.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I should have told you about this and like revise, please.
Yeah, then we would have got it. I'm gonna leave mine at that. I don't know the answer, but hopefully I get some points.
Okay, I think I'm missing one race, so
I'm sure I won't get any points for this question.
No.
Did he? How many points did Luis get?
Hey, man.
A lot.
Honestly, no clue.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Like, was it like 250 something?
Now I'm doubting if you. Wow. No, I'm not. This is hurting my brain. Honestly.
I'm just gonna go with it. Stick with what I've done.
Shall I give everybody like a warning that this is not an accurate representation of how much
I
we know?
got another one.
No.
Yeah.
Obviously, wow, that one was. Oh my god, I could have. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Third question: how many circuits hosted more than one race in 2020?
Do you have to name them as well?
Just the circuit, yeah.
Okay.
So name the circuit and how many.
Yeah, how many hosted more than one race? So,
circuits or countries?
Circuits, yeah.
Okay.
So the same circuit or circuit and track configuration.
Oh god. Okay.
Ooh! No. Yes.
I think she got an
I
answer.
another one.
Okay,
So does it count as a different circuit if it's a different configuration, or not?
It's no technically the same place, so
Okay.
it counts.
Okay.
Yeah.
why can I only think of one?
Yes, same.
What is it with you?
I think Julia's gonna win that one.
Yeah. No, I.
The
I've got a
worst
good feeling
memory
so far, but I
ever.
don't know.
Wait, no, I think I can get to 2.
I don't think I will, but
I'm not sure about this one though. Where did they race more than once? I'm honestly confused. I know, like
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I can only think of 14 races. Oh, God.
Oh, you're doing. I was confused. For a
counting the ones that
I'll give you a hint.
Double
It's
and
less. It's less than what I thought it was.
well, I only have 2, so I hope that
I got one, but another number. So just
okay.
You
Do
know
we have
that
to write
goes.
like
the names as well.
Yeah, 1 point for like how many, and then like a point for like the name
well,
of the track.
I've got no clue.
Please.
Let's just go with.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure I got it, but I don't know.
I don't.
I could
I don't
say I
have
got
it.
and then it would be so embarrassing if I like totally screwed this one up.
I'm just gonna
Honestly,
say I'm gonna end last.
No. I
Already.
think there will be a tie between us. I'm sure.
Okay, I think I've
Because
done it.
I know nothing.
Right.
I thought I knew, but-
Question 4. Who had the least DNFs of the 2020 season? And this doesn't include like COVID absences or like stand-in drivers.
So
just like the main grid, who had the least absences, DNFs, I mean, like doesn't include like
well,
having COVID.
it's not Max for sure. I know that. But...
No, it's not.
only if you talk about Italian Grand Prix. Max, if you're watching this, we're sorry.
Also, I don't want to look like I know all of this because I just came up with these random questions in my head and then looked up the answers. So
You've got the answers.
Okay, is this the last question?
yeah, question
Wait,
5.
What about question 4?
Oh, did you miss question 4?
No, you were here, like the one with the
Who had the least DNFs of the season?
Oh yeah. I got I was thinking about it, and Can I give like another 5 seconds because that would be unfair.
Honestly, I think no. I'm not going to change my answer. Honestly.
Stick with it.
I honestly don't know. If it would be 2012, I for sure would know the answer.
But then
I wouldn't.
no.
But I'm convinced it's not the same driver.
Maybe you should just write down something. You're gonna win anyways.
I'm sorry in advance.
I'm sorry for my answer.
Yeah. Okay, last question.
Right, so question 5. How many different drivers had the fastest lap in 2020? So the number, a point for the number and a point for each person you can name.
Okay, I think I got like 4 I can name.
But does it, when somebody outside of the top 10 gets the fastest lap and takes it off the person in the top 10, does that count? That didn't make sense, did it? Is it, so do I need to think of like every single race, basically?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure about that one. Wow. Wait.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, I'm just gonna guess like.
I think I'm just writing the whole grid down, to be honest. Like,
That's not how this works.
I think this dude got one, but I don't know.
Yeah, I honestly.
I'm just writing down names and then I'm counting them like that'll be my number.
Yeah, so all my answers are from the F1 website, so they should be correct.
Wow,
Can you repeat the question?
This is gonna sound like such an official quiz.
How many different drivers had the fastest lap in 2020?
Like in the race or like?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because that was a stupid question, don't you know?
Yeah.
When I said that, I was like, yeah, because that's. Duh. Okay. Yeah. Well.
I've just taken a guess. I can't think too deeply into it. If not, I'm just gonna get it even more wrong. I'm just gonna go with it.
I'm sure this is.
So do you think we should just like mark them and then say the scores at the end?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Do we get extra points if we say at what racetrack it was?
No, because that's not fair.
Like we're already gonna lose.
I'm gonna have to recalculate my numbers and points though.
I was gonna say, how many is it out of?
Yeah, that's why I couldn't tell you because it would give away.
Okay, I think
True.
Okay.
I think I'm wrong with everything, but
Yeah.
let's go. But like with
Right.
like Alex's point, does the person who's like closest to it get the point? If no one has it like the exact.
Sure. Yeah, I'll just be generous if we're doing. Yeah.
Honestly, I think I'm like.
Are we ready for the answer?
Yes.
So, how many points did Alex Albon score in 2020? The answer is 105.
Oh. I overestimated him.
Is there any point in doing the scores at the end? Because I think we can tell by.
We're going to be on 0.
Yeah.
Well, I said 100. Originally, I said 64, and then you said Lando got like 97. I was like, oh, wait, no, he's definitely got more. So then I put 120, and then I put 136. So that's wrong.
I got 116.
I got 112.
Enrico, what about you?
Yeah, I got like 130. I wrote down.
Okay, so Julia, you could get a point for that then.
Yeah.
So, question 2. How many races did Lewis Hamilton not win in 2020? So, the answer is 6.
I got 6! Oh,
I put 7.
Right.
I put 7!
I was 5, and then I was like, I think it's more. Let's put down 6.
So, we've got Austria and Sochi were won by Valtteri Bottas.
I forgot.
Yeah, I forgot Sochi.
I should have wrote down Sochi.
Anniversary Grand Prix at Silverstone and Abu Dhabi were won by Max. Sakir was won by Sergio Perez, and obviously Monza was won by Pierre.
I forgot Abu Dhabi. Oh no!
No, like I forgot. I only got like 3 tracks right, so not sure what went wrong there. But that's 3 points. Let's go.
Yeah,
Never mind.
same.
Oh wait, and I've got to count up the. Oh. Well, I don't know what I've done then. I don't know how. Right, I don't know how to add this up. Yeah. How many points should it? Oh god, I don't know.
I actually forgot about Sochi.
Same, but I forgot about many tracks apparently because I only got.
Sochi
3.
was in Drive to Survive. How could you forget it?
I think I blocked that one out of my memory. I don't want to remember.
I think I actually. Oh god, no, I can't say that. And I think I fell asleep the same as in Abu Dhabi because I definitely fell asleep watching the race.
Right, okay. Question 3. How many circuits hosted more than one race in 2020? So the answer surprised me because I thought it was more than this. It's 3.
Oh, I got 4! Oh,
So Red Bull Ring hosted the Austrian and Styrian Grand Prix. Silverstone hosted the British Grand Prix and the 70th anniversary Grand Prix. Bahrain hosted the Bahrain Grand Prix and the Sakir Grand Prix.
Oh, so we get a point if we said
right.
like.
Yeah, a point for the number, like if you got 3, and then if a point for each one you named.
Well, I'm at 5 points now.
I've got 11.
I'm at 4, so
I got my pen.
I didn't really. I just gave myself a 0 for question 2 because I didn't really know how to add it up. So I just left it. So I'm actually on 6.
Well done.
Right, so question 4. Who had the least DNFs of the season? So it's actually quite an obvious answer. It's Lewis Hamilton with 0.
Yes.
I was thinking, hang on a minute, he didn't DNF anywhere, but it made me like double guess myself.
Yeah.
I think that's a key to his success, actually, not DNF.
Yeah.
More drive to try it. Just
even on 3 wheels, he didn't DNF. So
exactly.
And the last question: how many different drivers had a fastest lap in 2020? So the answer is 7.
Oh,
Yes! I thought that I couldn't know all the drivers.
Okay,
so I was 6, and then I was like, let's add one more.
I'm not sure about the names though, but the number I got.
So you get a point for 7. Yeah, and a point for everyone you named. So obviously Hamilton.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bottas.
Yeah.
Verstappen.
Yeah.
Ricardo.
Oh,
Yeah.
what about him?
How
Russell.
could you?
George Russell.
Oh,
yeah. I got the George one. I remember it.
Yeah, me too, because I knew how many points you got.
Last lap Lando.
Yeah.
And Carlos Sainz.
Yeah.
I thought Alex at one point for sure got the fastest lap.
I thought Charles Leclerc probably had one somewhere out of his P4s.
But the tractor.
I thought Pierre had one. Like, what?
I wrote him down.
No,
as well.
that's Carlos's is Monza. So
yeah.
I wasn't sure about that, but I for sure thought that Alex at some point got the fastest lap.
Lewis probably crashed into him when he was doing the fastest lap. Let's be honest, I think that was his fastest lap.
Yeah. Oh, I think, I got 14, but I didn't really count.
So if I calculated this correctly, I think it's out of 22. Oh. Let me check though.
I
didn't pass this test.
Well,
I'm just going to class it as a fail.
I've got 13.
I've got 18.
18? That's really good.
Wow. Okay, so next time we'll make sure that you get your prize.
Oh yeah, I didn't say a prize, but yeah, we should. So if anybody beat Julia, let us know.
Yeah, we'll send you something. No, we're not.
We're not, but
no. It was fun.
I'm a little bit proud of myself, to be honest.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, that was really good.
I did better than I expected. I got 10 points. It's more than I thought I would get.
Yeah, same. Yeah. I did like this. Yeah, it was fun.
It was good.
I'm glad.
They were good
really
questions,
fun.
actually. Really good questions.
Like
Thank you.
actual brain breakers because I had no clue.
Yeah.
Yeah. God. Yeah, it was fun. So, I think we should do like the Imola predictions and what we hope for at Imola because we've got a race week. Race weekend coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we do.
what's everyone's predictions for Imola?
Do you mean like in terms of like actual like 1, 2, 3, or do you mean just like what's gonna happen?
Both.
Both.
Either.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll probably say this for the rest of the season. Mercedes gonna DNF. I'll just
you say that for every race, but they never
I'll
do.
say that for every race.
Lewis Hamilton DNFs this season. Bold prediction.
Yeah.
And the second Mercedes that won't DNF will finish second.
So Hamilton second.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, I was going to say, do we think that the Red Bull Mercedes fight will be as close, or was the first race just a fluke?
I'm not sure.
I
I
don't
hope
know.
it will, but
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I really hope so. You just don't know because we always go into opening races and it's just like it can be such a different outcome to what actually happens for the rest of the season. So you don't know if it was a fluke. But I think with Bahrain, it is one of them tracks which are a lot more representative. So I'd like to think that it's going to be close. But again, you don't know whether it'll just be one of those things where Mercedes just turn it back up. Because I really thought that qualifying at Bahrain, they were just going to turn it back up like they normally do. And they were there, but they weren't. So I really don't know. I'm really excited. I hope it's tight. I hope it's close. But at the same time, I really hope I hope Valtteri brings himself back up because we know Checo had the issue with qualifying where Red Bull put him on mediums when they shouldn't have done. So he was kind of compromised from the start, and then he had this issue on the formation lap. So he wasn't very representative of Bahrain. However, Valtteri was, but he was still not very good. So I think hopefully if they both had good weekends, it'll be really interesting to see who kind of comes out in that battle of the second driver. So that's probably what I'm more interested in than the top two, I think. So I just want to know where Checo is in that pace field. So yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, and my prediction is that Seb will do better this race because he can't possibly do worse.
Ouch.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't crash. He doesn't get a penalty.
Oh god.
Yeah, I think we want to see like if Aston Martin and Alpine will get in the top 10, like if they are top 10 cars. I also want to see like how Daniel Ricciardo and Carlos get on in their new cars, like continue to build confidence and become more competitive.
I'm curious to see where Gasly is gonna end up because last race he had a problem, but I'm really curious to see how he's gonna do. Hoping he'll do well.
Yeah. Definitely, because I think that a lot of people were like, "Oh, Yuki done so well, Yuki," but yes, he did. However, Pierre had the unfortunate issue with his front wing, so we didn't see how representative he was. However, I feel like they're both going to be up there, and I think people are kind of because I think they've erased the memory that Pierre had an issue and he had a fault and he had to pit. So they're just thinking, oh, Yuki done really well, but like Pierre is gonna do just as well, probably better. So I think it's gonna be really good. I'm really, really excited for that AlphaTauri. It's just such an exciting team this year, isn't it? Like I just can't wait for it.
It's amazing.
I'll just hope that Pierre gets his redemption for last race because I think we all thought that he'd end up on the podium.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we all predicted that.
Yeah, that
I think we all actually had Pierre on the podium. So let's hope that he can get his podium this race.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that AlphaTauri will be like a proper midfield team this season. Yeah, because I think they deserve it. They're such a good team and promising driver lineup too.
Definitely.
Yeah, it kind of looks like. Oh, hang on. What word did you say?
Like, hope Mazepin will like actually finish a lap instead of crashing in the first race and getting a safety car in the first lap. Because
Yeah.
I don't want to first a safety car on the first lap again. Like I'm not a fan of Mazepin, don't get me wrong, but I just don't want him to ruin a race in the first lap again because
or just a toll.
Yeah, just stop it.
Yeah, but like
preferably, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be in Callum Ilot's seat, at least do it properly.
Exactly.
Thank you. I think we all agree with you because we all thought that Callum would be.
He had it.
Yeah.
He had it.
Yeah.
And Ferrari told him he had it, and then he got a call to say you don't have it. He literally said he literally thought he had it. Like they told him he had it. It was such a crazy time, honestly. The ins and outs of it was just horrible. But we won't talk about that because it gets me heated.
Yeah.
But I think I'd like to see Mazepin do a little bit more because I do want to see what he's going to be doing. I want to see how he's going to race. Yeah. Obviously, the Haas isn't very fast at all, but I'd still like to see what they do. And I think one of the main things I kind of expected Alpine to not be quite as high up, but I think Aston Martin, I don't think they thought they were going to be as low as what they were, and I was even shocked as well. I was like, they're going to be fighting Red Bull, and they weren't. So I think they really need to. Hopefully they've ironed out what the issue was, because I don't believe the car can just all of a sudden just not be fast this year. Like there must have been something that wasn't quite right. So I'd like to think they've ironed it out and they're going to come back stronger, because Ferrari and AlphaTauri this year seem like they've came up together. From being at the back of that midfield, they've brought them both of themselves back up. So they need to watch out, because them two teams could definitely be ahead of Aston Martin, and that would not look good for them at all, especially when they've just spent however much money, swapping out Checo for Seb. Something needs to do.
Yeah.
I just hope that Vettel finally gets his time he needs with the car to adjust to it and really get a feeling for it, because like I'm gonna say this again, and I'll probably say this until he actually does good in the car. Like his testing got screwed up, and the first race weekend also wasn't like the best way to start the season in a new car, and I hope that this weekend finally will get without any bigger problems, so he can finally get where he wants to be and where we want him to be, because he is a 4-time world champion, and you don't lose your ability to drive overnight.
I think he needs to prove the critics that are saying he's past his best now and he'll never be as good again. So I'm hoping it proves everyone wrong.
Yeah, I hope so.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Goals on the Grid, and stay tuned for the next one.
Be sure to check out our social media, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter.